Hello everyone and welcome to the FMV Archive today, where we dive deep into Why Village, The Visitors, the 2024 January of 2024 released game. You can find this just about anywhere. I found this on Steam, I found it on, I got it on the PlayStation Network for I think $4, Switch, and I believe it's on Xbox now. Very positive on Steam and a 3.03 rating on the PlayStation Network. This game was developed and published by Dead Witness Games. They're a Turkish developer. I think they have two other games, one that's already out and one that is in the making. This is the tender tale of Batu. He has these terrible dreams and he is summoned to this village to figure out how to stop these dreams. Sure, we have seen it before, but have we seen it before with barbed wire fences and other fences that make it so you can't get through this village and everything is so damn dark you can't see a thing? I think not. Let's dive into this and see if Dead Witness is dead on arrival or if this is something you should be adding to your library. Starting with the look and the graphics. It is, I said this, beyond dark. Everything is this, and I thought maybe this is my TV. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 5. I can't see texture on anything. Then I was like, okay, let me look at other people's videos online to see if this is any better. Maybe better, but still absolutely horrible. You are constantly lost in this game because the things that you can see look absolutely the same, and there's almost no light. I guess they're trying to make it scary, but my guess is they probably just didn't have enough money and or time to put into it to make the backgrounds worth looking at. The things that you can see are pretty pixelated. It is a 3 overall for looking graphics, very generic. Number 2, the gameplay. You wake up in a room after you've traveled to this town, you pick up a flashlight, and you point at things, and you look for things, and you find these notes, and it says, go over to the second floor of this house and get a key. What do? You go to the second floor of the house and you get a key. What happens? Not very much. Go to this other house, find this note. You find that note, oh, go back to the house that you were in and find another note. It is a lot of fetch quests, and they are not very much, and not that many scary things happen in between them. Occasionally a girl will laugh, somebody will walk past, but there is not too much in the gameplay at all in this. A 2 overall for the gameplay. Story, you get summoned to this scary little town and you're with your friends. You see a guy in a gas mask kind of just looking at you, but you don't see him, but your friends do. And they're like, you know what, bro, we're out. And you stay anyway because you want to get rid of these nightmares that you're having. You see a guy, he invites you in, says, hey, stay the night. It's a cool place. You watch a VHS from a woman who tells you this folklore of the town that something bad happened, but nobody quite knows what it is. The elders won't tell anybody, but people just went mysteriously missing. My major problem with this one is a tell, don't show. They give you things through exposition and they never show you any of these cool stories. There should be a flashback to this. There should be the fog rolling in with these scary visitors and you don't know who they are and you're terrified by it. But no, you just watch a woman on a VHS tape for about 10 straight minutes describe what happened to this town in a very vague sense. And it's not very good. All exposition and not very much excitement. Wants to get you, but it never quite does. 4 overall for the story. Number 4, the dialogue. This is a Turkish game and the translation is not spectacular. It's below average, I would say, for most of these games that gets translated. Just played Revenge on the Gold Diggers. That's a fantastic translation. This one is some things that don't make very much sense. Here's another tip for the writer for this one. Vague is not interesting. Vague is just vague. If you want something to be interesting, give me clues or give me some sort of carrot at the end of the stick that'll make me want to learn more. I really don't want to learn more after you've said something happened and it was really bad and no one talked about it. Well, could somebody please talk about it? Because it might be interesting, but nobody ever really does talk about it. And that's one of the things I have knocked for this, for the dialogue, but it is not very good. I give this a 3 overall for dialogue, and I might be stretching it a little bit there. Let's jump into number 5, which is usually consequences of your decisions if we're doing an interactive fill game. This is not this, so we're gonna go over game logic and controls. Controls are absolutely miserable because it is so dark in here. I can't see where I'm going. There's no map to say, oh, okay, house 1 is over here, house 3 is over there. And the other thing that's absolutely horrible about it, there are fences everywhere that you can't see until you run into them. So you're like, oh, I just want to go to that house. No, there's a fence there. Well, I'll just go around it. How do I get around it? I have to hug that fence the entire time to get around it. The game logic is horrible. There's so little in this game that even if you're guessing, you get through it pretty quickly. But the controls and game logic really do not make much sense in this one. Could be a whole hell lot better. I know they put those fences in there to make the game last longer. If those fences aren't there, this is probably a 20-minute game. Controls and game logic are a 2 overall. They are not very good. Number 6, the acting. It felt very real. It felt like real people dumped into this town and they're scared. There's not too much acting in it. The woman that does the long monologue about the town's dark secrets, she's pretty good. But again, this is a lot of tell, don't show. Please show, don't tell. Even when there are interactions with characters in this, they'll do a voiceover of what's happening, not the actual interaction with these two actors. Do it. You have the actors there. Just record the sound. It's much easier. That said, acting's pretty good. For what I saw, 6 overall for the acting. Number 7, direction and cinematography. The game is way too dark. I'm not going to harp on that, but it absolutely is. The FMV scenes are in there. Use them. You didn't record the voices for a lot of them. That would have made it a lot more interesting. Would have made it feel a lot more real. I want to see those visitors. You talk about the visitors, and the little bit of the story that I do get sounds very interesting, but we never get any of that. We never get into the visitors. It's just kind of like, here's a story, man. It was scary. Even when you get the creepy guy with the gas mask, could have been done a lot better with the reveal on that. 2 overall for direction and cinematography. Number 8, the music. I actually had to go back and watch the video immediately after I played this and said, is there music? Yeah, there is. It's in the background. It's very low. It's very light. It's not bad. It's okay. 4 overall for the music. It is so subtle that you won't even notice that there is music in this game. Number 9, inventiveness. It's Turkish. I've only played one other Turkish game, and that was Speed Date Summer Edition, which is an absolute abomination. We have the full review for that up here if you ever want to check that out. It's on all consoles, and usually this type of game, a budget game, isn't on that, so I appreciate that at least have the opportunity to do that. There are plenty of examples of this one out there. Not too inventive overall. 2 overall for inventiveness. Number 10, how much fun did I have playing this game? Not too much, to be honest with you. If it's it's under an hour for most gameplays on this. Now, if you get lost a whole hell of a lot, it'll be over an hour. But if you know what you're doing, you can probably get through this game in like 35, 40 minutes. But when I watched the trailer, when I saw bits of it, it had me hooked. I wanted to get into it, but they push you away as hard as they can with this one. I did not have very much fun with this one. 2 overall for fun. That brings us to a final score of 30, but what is our final verdict? Should you get this game? I would say no, unless it is $1 or under. $10 is way overpriced for that game. That is the full price for this. It is a 45-minute game, and it is not done very well. You should not be paying $10 for this. I got it for 4, and I thought I was pretty ripped off for 4. If I got it for $1, I still wouldn't have enjoyed it, but I at least would have felt a little bit better about it. That said, it is on the cusp. I would definitely play another game from this developer because I think they have some good ideas. They just need to get the fine sandpaper, sand it down a little bit, take off the rough edges, make it a little bit smoother, and I think you have something that could be very good. Speaking of good, it'd be good hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button. We do nothing but FMV games, and we want to do more of them. If there's something you think we should be playing that we haven't played, please put it here in the comments. We will get to it eventually because we want to do all these and keep promoting full motion video. Thank you. Have a good one.